How you doing, guys? Clarence Lee Jr. here, author of the upcoming book Persist and creator of the Impact, Purpose, and Destiny seminar series. Today I want to talk about one specific thing, and that is, how do you believe in yourself? Now, this is foundational, because without belief in yourself, that is going to inhibit you from taking a lot of the moves or the actions, or even dreaming the dreams that you feel could potentially be possible for you, or that you see happening in other people. So this is a very foundational type of thought and training that I want to do with you today. And I write about this a lot in my first book, Well, My Mom Says, but I got 4 points for you today on how do you work on believing in yourself more. And the first point is that in order for you to believe in yourself, you have to understand that you are special. Now, what do I mean by that? Being special means that you are set apart from the pack. Being set apart from the pack then gives you space to create different results for yourself. It gives you this, the ability, or it allows you to be okay with being different, getting different results, being set apart from everyone else. So you have to understand that you're special, because if you don't understand that you're special, then it breeds, or it lends for space for you to be uncomfortable, with being set apart or being different or being recognized, right? So first off, you're special. You're set apart. You're not like everyone else. You're here to do one unique thing or several things, but that, because I believe that I'm special, it gives me space to then believe that I don't necessarily have to get the results that that person has gotten. Okay, you follow me? So number one, I'm special. Number two, as you are working to build more belief into yourself, here's a strategy that I've used along the way when I have set goals for myself that I hadn't accomplished, first of all, and then I didn't necessarily think that I could do it. The next thing you need to do if you're struggling with belief in yourself is to visit past successes in your life. So what do I mean by that? I mean that there are other areas in your life where you've been successful. Like, I don't have to have met you, okay, to know that you've succeeded in certain things in your life. Everyone has. Everyone has an area or a specific thing that they do well. Okay, so when you get ready to go and try to accomplish something new, or something bigger, or something more grand than you're used to, go back and revisit in your mind those times when you've been successful, right? So then that validates within yourself that you're capable. That validates that you are success, or that you are successful, or you have the capacity to acquire success because you've done it before. Right? So that's social, or that's proof to yourself. So as this, as a doubting thought, or a thought that says don't believe in yourself comes, counter that with this evidence from your past based on something that you have done and done well and been successful at. So that says, boom, all right, I am successful, I am capable, I can do this, I've succeeded in the past, therefore that I can do it again. Okay? The third thing, as you work to create more belief in yourself, is to study the greats. Study great people. Now, I'm huge in mentorship. I believe in mentorship massively. I trained in medicine in my life, and early on, I'm talking about 16, 17, I had mentors. That showed me, or that talked to me about how to get there, right? So from a very young age, I was already being trained or mentored on what I needed to do to be successful in the field of medicine, or to be successful in becoming a physician, right? So I had mentors. I studied great people. I sat at them I took under their tutelage and said, hey, teach me things. Okay, so study the greats. Whatever you're trying to do, there's people that have done something similar in the past, built a company the same size you want, or have, broken through in the industry that you're trying to do, whatever it is. There's some success stories that have come before you. So study the greats and study everything about them. So for me, I'm really big in routines. So I really like to see what people do, their routines, really small things like what time do they go to bed? What time do they wake up? What books do they read? right? What type of language do they use? These were things that I studied about greats in my field that I wanted to mimic, or that I wanted to take or bits and pieces and apply them to my life, right? So study the greats, study every aspect about them. Whatever area that that's tripping you up, or whatever area that is keeping you from getting the results, or you feel like is the block for you, study what other people have done to combat that, or to crush it, right? Or to destroy that limit in their lives. So study the greats, find some mentors, and sit at their feet and just ask questions. Ask question after question and learn, digest. Okay. Fourth thing for you, and this is a combination one. So there's two parts to this, but the fourth thing that I want to talk about as you move to believe in yourself more is resisting self-sabotage, and then not tolerating naysayers in your life. So let's talk about self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is so real. And a lot of people will convince themselves that it's not self-sabotage, that it's, this idea of maybe I'm being humble, or maybe, I'm trying not to be arrogant, or there's a lot of, negative language that people will attach to this self-sabotage that makes it okay in their lives. So if I'm trying to avoid being arrogant, I can self-sabotage myself. If I'm trying to avoid being perceived as, something that I'm not, then I can be okay with self-sabotage. So self-sabotage is real, and the self-sabotage is the little voice in your head that comes in and says, hey, you're not capable of doing that. Why do you think you're so great? Well, why do you think you can do it? Why do you think you're special? Why do you think you're different, right? So we talked about, number one, understanding that you're special, being okay with being special. Because when the self-sabotage comes, or when the idea pops in your head that you aren't capable, or you aren't worthy of that, identify it for what it is. And then replace it with the past success and say, yeah, I can do this, right? Okay. So I'm just kind of recapping all the things. And the last piece is resisting or avoiding or removing naysayers from your life. Now, naysayers are individuals that, and I'm very specific with the naysayer, okay? Because, I don't want people to think that when I'm talking about naysayers, I'm talking about anybody that disagrees with what you say. That's not the point. This is what a naysayer does. A naysayer hears what you say, oh, I want to do such and such. I want to build a Fortune 500 company, whatever it is. And then the naysayer does this. They disagree. They say, no, I don't think you can do that. And then they offer for you to do something else, right? Typically, they offer for you to do something else. They do not disagree with you and then encourage you to add some more or add some information or add some value, and encourage you to go after that same goal in a different way. No. Naysayers say you can't do that. Don't go that way at all. Listen to me and do blase blase. That is what a naysayer does. So if you have if you're having trouble identifying what a naysayer is, that's what a naysayer does. Okay, so I'm not talking about somebody that disagrees and then says, hey, let's relook at that strategy. Yeah, I think that's possible for you, but hey, maybe let's try it a different way. Those people aren't the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the naysayers. Remove the naysayers. So if anybody is in your life that is telling you cannot do something, isn't adding value, they want to give you a more reasonable, realistic plan, get rid of the naysayers. All right? So for a quick recap, if I'm working on trying to believe in myself more, trying to build up my self-confidence, first thing I'm going to do is get to a point where I'm okay with being different. Because, let's face it, guys, we are each extremely unique. If we want to get down to the details, our DNA is very specific. Our fingerprints, everything is unique about us. So that means you can get unique results. That means that you are worthy of uniqueness and greatness. If greatness is what you're striving for, you're unique enough to get it. Number 2, revisit your past successes. 3, study the greats. 4, Get rid of the self-sabotage and let go of the naysayers. I hope that this has been valuable to you. Please comment down below. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're looking to connect with me, you can swing by my website, clarenceleejr.com. Catch me on Twitter at CMLeeJr, Snapchat, Instagram, CMLeeJr. I'm all over the place. I'd love to interact with everybody. And let me know what you think about this video. Look forward to sharing the next one with you. Take care.